Hey everyone, my name is Sarah here at Denim and Rain. I am the knitter, the crocheter, the yarn dyer, all the things here, and this is my Whatevercast. It's whatever I want it to be, whatever I want to talk about, whatever I feel like saying. Hopefully that's not as many ums and fabulouses as the last episode. I was annoying myself listening back and editing it. See, there it is. There it is. Anyways, I'm going to try to avoid that. Today, the first thing I want to talk about is what I'm wearing. This is the Uber Soft sweater. My original intentions with this was I wanted a velvet sweater. I see them in all of the stores and I thought they're really cool looking, but I don't want to buy one. I want to make one because they have velvet yarn now. And so I went and I bought the velvet yarn, and I bought way too much, by the way. This sweater only took this whole thing only took 1.5 skeins. They're huge. They're massive. I didn't realize that when I bought it. Did I pay attention to yardage? No. Anyways, this sweater, I was super excited about it. It was a little bit of a pain to knit with. It wasn't too bad though. It was a little slippery, but I got over that. The biggest issue I ended up having was the ends. They're everywhere, you guys. The first time I wore it, I went to work. I work at a desk, and the tails and the ends were popping out everywhere. There, yeah, look at them. They're all over the place. Like, why would it do this to me? The yarn is so soft and so slippery, it doesn't matter how you do it. They pop out, which drives me crazy. So this was going to be a pattern that I released. But I decided after actually using the sweater and wearing the sweater, decided I can't release this knowing the flaws. And the flaws aren't in the sweater design itself. I mean, I had some mistakes, like, you guys, normal sleeve. How did I do that? That's a big difference. Anyways, yes, but I obviously would not write this into the pattern, so that's why we just rolled the sleeves. But the yarn itself just didn't lend itself the way I imagined it would. And that is the reason why I decided not to release this gorgeous velvet sweater, because it is pretty. I'm not gonna lie, it is very pretty to look at, but not ideal as a knitter to watch your stuff unravel. Nobody likes sewing in ends. Nobody wants to sew in ends after the fact. And let me tell you, I washed it. The yarn itself held up beautifully. It wore amazing, but literally every end popped out. And even the sleeve one, so I didn't knot it. I attached the sleeve and then I just wove in that end a million ways, and it came out, and the sleeve actually started to pull off of the body. Nobody wants that. It sucks. I was really excited about it, and I know there were lots of people who were excited about it, but unfortunately it just didn't work out. And sometimes they don't, and as a designer you just have to be okay with that fact, because there's going to be ones that are huge triumphs, and there are ones that are just gonna go and completely fail. But you learn through failures. I have learned I will never ever ever use a velvet yarn for a garment, and I highly recommend that you never ever ever use velvet for a garment either, because you're just going to be annoyed with it. Guaranteed. That rant over, Lesson, don't work with velvet yarn for a garment. Lesson 2, failures are life lessons. They're good, it's okay. Brush it off, move on. And drink some tea. Okay, moving on to happier things, like finished objects. And this first one is not knitted or crocheted. It is a woven. I started this weaving, I want to say a year and a half ago. Year and a half, people. But it didn't look like this. So it started out with some blue and some yellow, and I wasn't feeling it. I like weavings that have color, but I don't like making them myself, and I don't even think I would probably buy one. I think I wouldn't hang it. So, but I like neutrals, so I cut out the pieces that were colored, I redid it, and then I had these gray sections in it, but I couldn't find the original yarn that I used. Couldn't find it, then realized it was a like acrylic yarn that I was using, and I got rid of it. And at D-stash, I just was like, I'm not gonna use this ever again. Should have looked at the hanging that was only half finished, so I had to cut out the gray sections and find a new charcoal gray. So yeah, this thing took freaking forever. And then I had this little teeny tiny bit left. I ran out of the white. But luckily, I bought some white to make my movie night slipper socks. So we finished it! Yay! And now this beauty is going to hang on my wall. I was going to sell it, but I realized I totally screwed up. I have this, if it'll focus, maybe this end over here I totally missed. I don't know what I did there. The tassel didn't quite make it into the bottom loop. Oh well. It gets to hang out on my wall. I'm not complaining because that's pretty. Okay. Next. I finished, I have my DNA on it. I finished my movie night slipper socks, and yay, they're finished. And it is on my homemade coat hanger sock blocker. Do I block my socks? No. No. I'm notorious for not blocking things. I don't swatch, I don't block. I do block if it's wool and I'm trying to make a lacy stuff. Have I done that yet? No. I do have a pattern in mind that I will end up blocking when it's done. But for the most part I don't block. But I wanted sock blockers so I could show you what socks look like without them being all weird and flopsy. And technically they're not really finished because have I woven in the ends? No. Why? Look at my stupid ends camera. Why would I do that? But, funny thing is, I made another pair of movie night slipper socks. So these ones are a little funky. I like them though. Here they are. Ta-da! Guess what? These ends are woven in. These ones happened after those, so I don't know what happened there, but apparently I didn't feel like weaving in those ends, but I was fine with these. So this is the Lion Brand. What is this? This is the Lion Brand. Thick and Quick. Nah. I don't know what color the way this is. It's super fun though. And I pulled one, I knit two at a time. So I pulled from the center and then from the outside of the ball. So they're kind of flip-flopped, which is kind of fun. I'm not gonna knit two of these at a time again though. They're just too big. Like little socks, I love knitting two at a time, but these big chunky ones, I didn't like it. Also, I had somebody ask me how I made my sock blockers. I literally just bent it until it was somewhat resembling a sock. It still doesn't really look like a sock. And this one is like way longer than the other one. And this one is too short for like my foot size. But again, they're not for blocking. They're literally just to show you my socks. Okay. Next is a thing that I made for somebody for an order. Got to them. It was too small. So she sent it back. But I ended up finishing another one for her this last week. Okay, I'm going to adjust my camera just a smidge. Oops, wrong way. There we go. So this is my bobble bonnet. Focus. Super cute. So I did another one for her because, I mean, technically I didn't need to. She ordered the wrong size. She was thinking her baby's head would be right on the edge, and it ended up being too small. But I like my customers to be 100% happy. So I was like, of course I'll send you a new one. So I take out my tree. I crocheted a new one and I sent that to her a couple days ago. So I don't have that one to show you, but I will show you the one that was too small. Oh my goodness, this lighting is killing me. The sun is going in and out of clouds. Just choose. Choose. Be sunny or cloudy. I don't care. Either way, just choose. The next one is a project I am almost done with and will be done with this weekend. So you won't actually get to see the finished thing because it's going to be a gift for a baby. And it's so cute. This, I use the Tin Can Knits flax sweater for the math because I didn't feel like making my own sweater, baby sweater pattern. But I did obviously modify it. I added these two cute little cables, and then I did a seed stitch down the middle, and then I removed the garter off of the sleeves. So yeah. And this is for a little boy that our pastor's wife is having in spring. So this I knit in a 6 to 12 month size so he can wear it in fall. Hopefully he's like a normal size baby. I knit a baby sweater for somebody in the church last year, and he ended up being a big baby, so she gave it back to me. I knit her a new one, and then I gave the other one to somebody else. But yeah, so this cutie, the baby shower is tomorrow. This will not be done by tomorrow. I will finish this sleeve, and then I'll just leave this one tied off, and I'll give it to her with a note saying, here it is, but you don't get it. Give it back to me. I'll finish knitting it, and I'll have it back to you in a week. Because I waited until I started this, not last Sunday, but the Sunday before. So, not quite enough time for me to finish a sweater, even a baby one. I need about 3 weeks to finish a baby sweater because I get bored, so I like to set it down and then I pick up other things. So I am not a very good monogamous knitter. Can't do it. Next is this guy. I am playing around with my movie night slipper sock pattern, and I am knitting one with a cable down the front, and then it has this really fun, just a little pearl stripe down the back. It's so cute. I love it so much. I might write this up as a pattern. I don't know. We'll see what people think. I think it'll be popular because, I mean, who doesn't love a cable? And everybody loves the chunky slipper, so why not have a cabled chunky slipper? So yeah, that's all I have to say about that one. If you're interested, I have the original stuck. The original movie night slipper sock pattern in my Etsy and Ravelry, and of course, all the links will be down below. So, I probably should have mentioned that when I showed these off in the first place. Did I think of it? No. Oh well, I'm telling you now. Go buy the pattern. Do it. Everybody loves it. And it's really easy to follow. And if it's not easy to follow, then I have a video for it. To do your heel flap, heel turn, and gusset, because that's the dumb part of a sock that nobody seems to understand. I didn't understand it. I had to watch videos when I first made socks. So, I made a video. Okay, next is a newer-ish cast on. It's been sitting, languishing for the last week or so. I've been working on other things. Okay, and the yarn is everywhere. Tangled on everything. I have my dining room table right next to me, and it's holding all my stuff. And I've made a big giant mess. Anyways. I've made such a mess of this yarn. Okay. Ta-da! Focus. Socks. And these are worsted weight. I am using my Chow Goose. No idea what size. I think I'm making this up as I go along, people. Do I follow patterns? Very, very rarely. This is knit out of some yarn that I dyed a while ago. I was just playing with the idea of a self-striping. Obviously, they're very narrow stripes, and it's a worsted. Come on. There we go. It's like this really pretty mauve-y maroon and gray, and these little teeny tiny white stripes are speckled. Can you tell? No, because the stripes are too small. But I really, really, really want to try, oops, wrong way, dyeing up some self-striping yarn, because this is so much fun. And I actually really liked dyeing it. It was a bit of a process, and it was kind of a pain in the butt. And I didn't even do the stripes very big, and I only did, 3, technically 4, because it went gray, and then there's the 2 middle sections I bent and I put in, and I made them the speckled, and then I had the 3rd color. So I want to play with self-striping yarn. Oh my goodness, sorry you guys. This like adjusting thing is driving me crazy. My camera won't do it on auto. It will just make it like black. Yeah, not gonna get into that. But this is really fun. I'm thoroughly enjoying knitting with self-striping, and I want to dye some self-striping. I think I'm crazy because everybody says it's so hard, but I want to try it because this is so much fun. Possibly keep your eye out for that, because maybe I'll do it. Next is a little project I'm working on with all of my minis. I have a whole bunch that I use to test dye colors, and they range from like 5 gram up to 20 grams mini skeins. And I've decided, at first I was thinking, maybe I want to make some scrappy socks. But then I was like, I really like all this yarn, and I don't want to end up wearing out a pair of socks with all this really fun yarn. So I've decided to make a blanket. I wanted to do a granny, but I don't like the granny stripe ones. I like it when other people do it, but it would probably drive my little bit of OCD that I have crazy. Like my one scrappy blanket that I'm knitting right now, I'm having to very much not think about it because it's very messy. And I'm just like having to remind myself an ugly blanket is okay. But this one I'm going to do in granny squares, because I love granny square blankets. I think they are so beautiful. And I currently have 3 squares. Aren't they so cute? And they will be 1 row bigger because I like my granny square blankets to have like a contrasting border. So I will probably do just a bare white yarn around the edge and use that to hold them all together. Plus then it breaks it up, and it doesn't matter if you have two colors that don't go together next to each other because you have that white right down the middle. And I think they just look so fabulous and so clean cut and finished, and I really like them that way. So that's what I'm going to do with those. I feel like I'm talking 90 miles a minute. But hey, when you're talking to a camera, you get it out. Next is my sweater. This is my last active work in progress. And I would be done with this, but I am not letting myself finish the last sleeve until I finish writing the pattern. I have the math and the schematics done. I actually grabbed this stuff to show you how I do it. It's over there. Why didn't I put it right here? Put it over there on the counter. I don't feel like getting up. So I might show you that at some point. But here it is. Ta-da! And it has that really fun texture pattern. I can get it unfolded and my camera focuses. Going down the underside of the sleeve and down this. Oh my gosh, my camera and the lighting, and is this making faces at you? And you all are thinking, why am I watching this person? And texture down the side. There it goes. Ta-da. It's so fabulous. I love it so, so much. I put it on the other day. I would show you a picture if I had my phone, but I don't know where my phone is, so we're not going to do that. But I put it on and I love it so much. It's so fun. And it's just a cozy, comfy, throw on type of sweater. It is going to be called the Malway Tweep sweater. If you watch Parks and Rec, you will know who that is. Shauna Malway-Tweep is a reporter for Pawnee, Indiana, from did I say Parks and Rec? It's from Parks and Rec. I think I said that. I'm losing my mind. Shauna Malway-Tweep is a reporter for the local paper in Pawnee. She's like this professional, she's gorgeous, she's super smart, but she struggles in her personal life, and she just seems to always have these she just seems slightly tragic and just so sad. And I just imagine her going home and just throwing this on with her cozy yoga pants or pajama bottoms with a glass of wine and watching her favorite dramatic or like romantic comedy. So that's why we've named it the Malway Tweep sweater. I love it. I cannot wait until I'm done, and like I said, I'm not letting myself finish it until I finish writing the pattern, because I'm really bad about finishing patterns. But if I do it this way, I think I'll be good. I hope. I hope. And I will be looking for pattern testers soon. Soon. Because I'm determined to finish this one because I want to wear it. Okay. That is it for knitted things. I have just a couple of other things I want to show you. They are not knitting. First thing I want to talk about is this light. Do you notice the other side of my face is lit up? I have my sliding glass door here, which is why the stupid light keeps changing. It was the same lighting all day today until I decided I'm going to record right now, and then the sun's doing its weird thing. Anyways, but this side of my face is lit up because I have a light here. It is not my light, and I probably won't use it again because it is, again, not my light. I am testing it out for my job, my day job. I work 2 days a week at a chiropractic and massage clinic. I am just a receptionist, but I also, for the massage side, I do their social media, and I will be running their blog as soon as their website is up and going. I've been working with their website person to get it all designed up, and that's super fun to watch come to life. But we're gonna be doing a vlog for her, and so she got these lights and stuff, and I'm going to be recording and doing that for her because I'm a professional photographer, so why not use that in my job that I'm just a receptionist at. So it's a way to make my job a little more fun. But she got these lights and I was like, I haven't used lights, so how about I take them home and I test them out so I know what I'm doing when we actually record, so I'm not sitting there like, where does this go? What does this do? But it's so easy. But I get it tested out. And my other side of my face is lit. Usually it's all shadowed and whatnot. But the sun's not cooperating anyway, so it's not like it looks really nice. Anyways, that. But the next thing is, I guess today is National Women's Day. Women's Day. Women's Day. Do I pay attention to all these national days? No, you can't keep track of them all. But as a woman, I was like, oh, that's so fun. So naturally, I had to do a painting. Look at them! I love it! Okay, so story behind this. These beautiful ladies have yarn boobs. Would you like to know why these ladies have yarn boobs? Well, about a month ago, my husband was complaining about all the yarn around the house and was saying how we have so much yarn around here that every time he sees my boobs, all he can see are balls of yarn. I died, you guys. My husband's not a funny guy, but sometimes things just pop out of his mouth and I'm like, really? That's hilarious. So naturally, I was inspired and I started drawing ladies with yarn boobs. So I did a couple of like pen sketches. I don't know if you can see that. And I was like thinking of different ways that I could utilize that. And I'm not really sure what I want to do with these beautiful yarn boobed ladies. But then I heard today was National Women's Day, so I was like, I have to paint some ladies. Why don't I do the yarn boobs? So I painted some gorgeous ladies with yarn boobs because my husband inspired me. Sometimes he does that and it's wonderful. You get beautiful things out of the silly things that your husband says. Anyways, I think that's all I have to share this week. I hopefully did not come off as a crazy lady, which I probably did, but that's okay because I'm a crazy lady. See, there it goes. It's behind the cloud now. But watch, I'm gonna bump it up. Oops, I go the wrong way every time. It's backwards. Now it's gonna get bright, but that's okay because I'm done anyways. I did have a couple of things I wanted to say. Oh, I still have some yarn in the shop, not very much. I sold all of the Pacific Coral and my Forever Blue. I think I have my mini skein set and some green yarn, but that's it. So go check those out. I have my knitting patterns in both Etsy and Ravelry. You can check those out. Again, the links are all down below. Hit subscribe if you like my craziness. I think I have a whole 5 people. No, I think I actually have 8 people now who have subscribed, and maybe like 5 to 15 people who actually watch. What? I'm not in it here for the numbers. I'm here to chat because I need to tell somebody about all my crazy weird things that I do. So yeah. Subscribe if you feel like it. Follow me on Instagram, and I think I have a Facebook. Follow me on Ravelry, all the things. And I'm just gonna stop now before I just keep rambling on about nothing and nonsense. But yeah, happy National Women's Day and have a wonderful, wonderful, beautiful